It's time for the Stamilk Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel, the official TV station of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Today's presentation is brought to you by these fine sponsors: AmeriCorps of Chelan-Douglas Community Action Council, Apple Valley Honda, August Edge, Bob's Burgers and Brew, CASA of Chelan and Douglas Counties, the Chelan PUD's Discovery Center, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, JDSA Law, Mary Maids, Mini Blinds and more, That Pizza Place, Together for Youth, the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, and the Walkabout Grill. And now let's go live to the corner of Orondo and Mission alongside 1974 Apple Blossom Queen Julie Agens-Kuntz. Here's Eric Grantstrom.
And a happy Apple Blossom Festival to you and yours wherever you might be around the World Wide Web and right here in the Wenatchee Valley in north central Washington. It's the Stamilk Growers Grand Parade live coverage on the NCWLIFE channel along with Julie Agens-Kuntz, our queen from the 70s. We'll just say that. We'll just say that. I'm Eric Grantstrom on the NCWLIFE channel, and boy, the crowds have turned out here today. We are so happy to be seeing so many smiling faces, and we'd love to just talk about nothing but goodness. But there was a little ugliness that happened earlier this morning, and for more on that, let's go to Grant Olson, our NCWLIFE channel news anchor, to tell us more about a shooting earlier here in downtown Wenatchee. Grant?
Yeah, that's right, Eric. Kind of a not-so-great way to start our Grand Parade today. Law enforcement reports that a police-involved shooting happened about 8:30 this morning right behind me, right around the corner. Police tape still up over there. You can see Palouse Street. It was North Chelan Avenue and Palouse Street at the Living Hope Community Church. It was a police-involved shooting. A police officer was reportedly shot in the leg. His condition is unknown. Police returned fire and did kill that shooter once again at the Living Hope Community Church right behind us on Palouse Street and North Chelan Avenue. We will have all the information we can get as soon as we get it on our Facebook page, NCWLIFE, as well as NCWLIFE.com. This is a developing story, and we will keep you posted as information comes into us. So for now, Eric, that's all we have. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Grant. And as you mentioned, NCWLIFE.com and our Facebook page will have more on that. We were setting up this morning in the 8 o'clock hour when the shots were fired, and we heard them here at our location. We were like, was that gunshots? And then just moments later, there were police cars, one after another, that came shooting past us here on Mission Street and turned the corner up Palouse, and they quickly secured the scene there. So thoughts and prayers with the police officer and with our police family as we get our Apple Blossom Festival underway here for the final weekend. But let's talk about more positive things here,
please.
Julie. Can we please? With a huge parade, over 100 entries, and back to normal here for the Apple Blossom Festival.
And you can tell by the way all the people have come out, and like you said, it's almost a full house. It's lovely and so exciting.
It's been too many years since we've been able to go down the parade route and see 3, 4, 5, 6 rows deep of people up and down Orondo Avenue. And that's where we are here for our broadcast location, and right at the corner of Palouse and Orondo, or not Palouse, but Mission and Orondo. And we wanted to again thank Chris Martin and Rory Turner of Wenatchee Downtown Investments for giving us this wonderful location right in the hub of all the activity here in downtown Wenatchee. So we get ready, and you could see all the people that are lined up. We've got multiple camera locations. We're going to have a roving camera around, and Grant's going to get out there and not get run over. Now, Grant actually got his foot run over when we were up at the top of the parade route during the pre-parade. He went to go talk to his classmates from the class of 81, and they ran over his toe.
Today?
No. This was a few years ago. So that's why I'm saying we want to keep Grant safe today.
Yes,
and
we do.
and not get him run over here with our coverage of the Stamilk Growers Grand Parade. And Grant, as a matter of fact, he's got some young ones that are probably seeing maybe their first parade ever. Grant, what do you think?
I don't know. We'll have to check on that, Eric. First of all, tell me your name.
Charlie.
How old are you?
6.
Is this your first parade?
2nd.
Your second parade. All right. What's your name?
Finley.
How old are you, Finley?
6.
6. What's your favorite thing about the Grand Parade?
The apple queen.
What is it?
The apple queen.
Oh, very cool. How about you? What's your name?
Dash.
How old are you?
4.
4 years old. What are you looking forward to in the parade today? Everything? And how about you? I guess you have a cousin today in the parade, right? What's your name?
Judah.
How old are you?
7.
Who's your cousin?
Kelly.
And what does Kelly do?
I think he's in the swim team.
In the swim team. Fantastic. Have you guys had fun at the food court today since the Apple Blossom started too?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the food court?
Pancakes.
Pancakes. Wow. How about you?
Pancakes.
Okay.
Pancakes.
Pancakes. Pancakes.
Pancakes it is. Food court. I didn't know they had pancakes over there. I better check that out, Eric.
I heard of funnel cakes, but I hadn't heard of pancakes over there. Thank you much, Grant. As we broadcast live here on the NCWLIFE channel along with Julie Agens-Kuntz, I'm Eric Grandstrom, and we are so happy that you could join us. I know we've got a ton of folks that are watching from around the world on Facebook, as well as right here in town on Local Tel, Channel 12, Charter Channel 19, and the parade is just getting started. It's going to take them a few minutes to get down to our location, so we will give you a chance to take a break as we take a break, and thank some of our sponsors. By the way, our broadcast today brought to you in part by AmeriCorps of Chelan Douglas Community Action Council, now accepting applications for service members. Apply online at cdac.org/AmeriCorps. Also by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. Apple Valley Honda, proud to be a Honda Green dealer. We will take a brief break and come back with live coverage of the Milk Growers Grand Parade next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
I'm here at the Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam, where there's a ton of cool stuff to do. You can learn how the dam harnesses the power of the Columbia, walk inside a Native American Thule Lodge, and steer clear of disaster on the Rock Island Rapids. You can check out the new fish viewing space and even stare a salmon right in the eye. Explore all this and more at Chelan County PUD's brand new Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam, now open year-round.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
You are watching live coverage of the Milk Growers Grand Parade. It's part of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Along with Julie Agens-Kuntz and Grant Olson, I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE channel as we await the parade to come down the Orondo Avenue that you're seeing on your screen right now. And also, Grant is getting around to get a chance to talk to some folks who maybe are seeing their parade for the first time, the Apple Blossom Grand Parade for the first time, or maybe they've seen just a few. Grant?
Absolutely right, Eric. We went from some kids that have only their second Apple Blossom to now some folks that are seasoned veterans, right, at Apple Blossom Festival. We've got Alan and Donna here. And Donna, how many Apple Blossom parades do you think you've attended?
I've been around for about 70 of them.
70 of them. Wow.
Wonderful.
So what is it about Apple Blossom that keeps you coming back?
The food.
The food. What do you enjoy about I'm with you, Donna, but what do you enjoy about the parade?
Oh, I like to see all the different marching bands and the different costumes that they have the people in. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. And Alan, you've been coming a few times yourself, I'm sure, like 70 times as well. What keeps you coming back?
Well, the people. I'm a people watcher.
And isn't it nice after a couple of years of COVID that we have this massive crowd here today? People have been waiting to come back and enjoy the Apple Blossom and the Milk Growers Grand Parade. It's nice, isn't it?
It is. It's real nice.
All right, Eric and Julie, so we go from Apple Blossom viewers that have been to 2 parades to 70 parades. Unbelievable. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you much, Grant. That is fantastic.
Yes.
And we appreciate that perspective of Grant showing us and getting a chance to get a flavor from the people.
Yes.
And it's all about the people.
It is about the people in the community and just time to come and celebrate. Yes, post-COVID, hopefully. And spring.
Yes.
Even though
Yes.
it feels a little more like April than...
We've got these trees just in a week. It seems like these trees that are around us here at our location at the corner of Orondo and Mission have a little more foliage than they did just a week ago, and we certainly had a little rain to help that. Hey, Grant, as far as the weather is concerned, you being our weather guy, tell us what we're expecting. I know we have a little bit of wind today, but are we going to get this sun to hang around? What do you think?
Well, I think we're going to have a mix of the clouds and sun. You can see the American flag, maybe you can't, above us at the courthouse. It's blowing pretty good out there. That will continue. We're probably going to see a steady wind between 10 and 20 miles an hour. It's really going to pick up this afternoon, so the parade is at the right time weather-wise. But I do, Eric, think we're going to stay dry with temperatures in the upper 50s, maybe to around 60 degrees by a little bit later on. So really not too bad.
All right, sounds good, Grant. You know, one thing that you're going to have to do while you're running around out there is I see guys with a barbecue grill over here. I mean, they came prepared. They're grilling right on the street in front of us, for goodness sakes.
I'm going to work my way that way here eventually.
I kind of thought you might.
Yeah.
We've been watching Dan in the food court all week long here on the NCWLIFE channel, and that's been fun as well. By the way, the pre-parade kind of gave our guy back in the studio, Malcolm Whitehall, a heart attack because he thought, oh my gosh, the parade started and we haven't even gone on the air yet. No, that was part of the pre-parade. And Julie, that's been going on for a long time.
It's been going on for a long time. There are people sitting up outside the Apple Bowl, what we call the pre-parade area, and they kind of start some things early just to give people some interest and to get, a few more numbers that really aren't officially counted in the parade.
Right.
And it just gives us something to look at and people will appreciate because it was the fire department and police department.
Yeah, first responders who were very busy earlier this morning, and we had the American flag go by with the color guard represented there, the Chelan County Sheriff's Department color guard, and so we appreciate them as they got a chance, and it was great to see everybody rise to their feet too.
Well, I think everyone's very grateful. We know we've been through a lot, and hopefully we all have grateful hearts that we're here today and able to celebrate.
Absolutely, and we do have a tradition that happens. The kids were talking about pancakes. Now, we have the Kiwanis pancake that's at the top of the parade route at Triangle Park every year. I wonder if they were referring to that, maybe.
Either that or funnel cakes do look like a big pancake with a lot of whipping cream on them. So, maybe if you tell your parents it's a pancake, you get away with it.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So, now, do you do the funnel cake? Do you like the funnel cake?
I love them. My body doesn't need them. So usually I wait till closing day to have one because then I'm not tempted to go back.
Okay. All right.
Sorry to all the pains who are running that, but I love you, but
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, thank you.
Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel is brought to you in part by August Edge. With a 2% listing fee, August Edge gives you the edge on real estate. Also by Bob's Burgers and Brew, only the best. Open daily for lunch and dinner in East Wenatchee. And I'll tell you what, East Wenatchee, the location for the Classy Chassis Parade last night, had a little rain that happened right before the parade, but it was outstanding weather otherwise. And you talk about the crowd we had here, had a great crowd for the Classy Chassis Parade last night, too.
That's awesome.
And we want to thank Ron Bershauer again for joining us on the broadcast last night, along with Grant Olson. Did a great job teaming up to talk about the cars. I felt bad for him. I was out in the street running the camera, and it was hard enough for me to keep track of some of the cars that were going by because it was kind of a race, not a parade so much. Hey, Grant Olson is caught up with another cutie along the parade route. Grant, who do you have with you now?
She just stood out to me, Eric. I couldn't help it. Her name is Jenny, and Jenny, you look pretty, like your makeup. Well, and your bunny ears, are you dressed up for the parade today?
Yes.
Yes? Bunny
Grant.
Today?
Yeah.
Well, it sure worked. How many parades have you been to? A few?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Grant, we're losing your microphone there, buddy. So
I don't know.
There we go. Well,
you have a great time today, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, what a cutie. All right. Thank you much, Grant. And we are just moments away from the start of the parade coming our direction here down Orondo Avenue. By the way, the parade route, if you're still en route, it's blocked off with several blocks outside of this vicinity in downtown Wenatchee that is blocked off. And, of course, with the crime scene that's just also within this the area, it's also another area that's blocked off, unfortunately, here this morning. The parade route starts at the top of Orondo Avenue, comes down Orondo all the way, and the Grand Parade, a little different than the Youth Parade last weekend. It goes all the way down to Wenatchee Avenue, and then takes a left, and then heads north on Wenatchee all the way to 7th. It's where the parade officially ends. So if you've got kiddos that are in the parade, then you need to go pick them up at 7th. But good luck getting there.
It's quite a conundrum.
It is a little bit of a challenge, but there's so much, Julie, that goes into, it's not just 110 entries in the parade, okay, let's go. There's all the arrangement that happens long beforehand when the parade committee is going through all the entries and figuring out, okay, we're going to put this one here, we're going to put that one there. It's kind of a chess match, isn't it?
It is, and I know they have all the entries on cards. They kind of lay them out, but then they also have to think about where they stage them, where do they stage the horses, where do they stage the bands, where do they stage the float. So, I mean, it takes a lot of work and a lot of cooperation and teamwork, but, we're pretty darn good at it.
Absolutely. We have the first part of the parade that is coming our direction, and so let us tell you what you're seeing on your screen right now, kicking off the 2022 Milk Growers Grand Parade. The American Legion Post 10. The American Legion was founded in 1919, post-World War I, and is the nation's leading advocate for veterans, strong national defense, scholarships, patriotic programs, and Americanism, and we really appreciate these veterans, not only for their service to our country, but also for representing the colors and the flags and being here to help open up the Milk Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel. Let's listen to the crowd rise to their feet and give applause to the American Legion as they bring the colors past.
Moment, having had several family members as veterans, I get teary-eyed, appreciative.
Well, and then just the support along the streets here, and everybody rising to their feet. I just love that. Thank you to the American Legion Post 10 for representing and presenting the colors here, and you'll see them often at various events here in the Wenatchee Valley. Where they will post the colors at various events, and we certainly appreciate their volunteerism after they gave so much for all of us and our freedoms to give a little bit more to represent and to bring those colors in our forefront and to keep in mind to us the reasons that we are free. Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by CASA of Chelan and Douglas Counties. Change a child's story. Also by the Chelan POD's Discovery Center. Visit the all-new Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam. Stories, games, history, art, and great views of the Columbia River. Get your hands on free fun for the whole family with the Chelan POD's Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam. We have a little break, so before we get bands and before we get our floats and before we get our royalty, let's take a break here. You're watching live coverage of the Milk Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll have more right after this.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local event broadcasts. JDSA Law has been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, your risks, and your accomplishments. JDSA Law supports the TV broadcasts of these local community events.
Thanks for watching live coverage of the Milk Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel as we celebrate Apple Blossom Festival. And Grant Olson has another one of our spectators here. Grant?
Yeah, and Fran just told me I could stop the wind if I wanted to. So wind, just stop. Fran has significance to the Apple Blossom Festival. Tell us the story, Fran.
In a long time ago, 51 years ago, I was Princess East Wenatchee. We still had a Princess East Wenatchee.
Princess East Wenatchee of 1951. You've seen a few Apple Blossom festivals.
No, 71.
I was going to say, you look fantastic. You really look fantastic. Anyway, 71. Let's get that straight. Julie, that's got to be close to when Julie Kuntz, I think, was maybe the Yes.
She
Well, there we
graduated
go.
with me.
Fantastic.
She was in the Apple Blossom royalty.
Right. Apple
And
Blossom royalty.
at that time, they still had a Princess Eastwinetti. Yeah.
All right,
That is
Grant, we
really
got to
cool.
cut in
Very
because
cool.
we got
All right, back
more
here.
of our parade coming our way. Julie?
Yes. Carrying the Stamilk Grand Parade banner is our 2022 Junior Royalty, Queen Michaelin Collins, Princesses Olivia Veneta, and Annabelle Lodge. We're so proud of them. They did a lovely job last week, ladies, and now they get to kick off the Grand Parade. And Eric, who's right behind them? Because I hear something.
I hear a band coming. This must be the Golden Apple Marching Band. Please welcome them. They're out of Wenatchee High School, and we're very proud to have them lead off our grand parade here. Student leaders participate in parades, competitive shows, and promote Panther pride in sports and school events. Drum majors are Ellen and Finley. Cheer captains are Leslie and Julia. Color guard captains are Kimberly and Marlene. Let's hear it for the Golden Apple Marching Band, color guard, and cheerleaders here with the Stamilk Growers Grand Parade. And they should also add that this is an award-winning band.
As an Eastmont alum, I have to admit, yes, they are an award-winning band. But
Well,
I'm happy
again,
to do
as
so.
we talked about last week, Julie, I mean, the arts are well represented throughout the Wenatchee
yes.
Valley and North Central Washington.
And that is a wonderful thing.
How can you not start moving in your seat when you hear a band come by?
You have to. You have to.
Fantastic. And the cheerleaders right behind the band. You know, for these kids, they practice so hard and so much, you got to think that, wow, that parade went by pretty fast when it's all said and done. Julie, here they come.
Yes, I'm
Our
getting a little
royalty.
emotional. Oh, I love this part. This is my favorite part, whole favorite part of the parade. Now making its 2022 debut, our own Washington State Apple Blossom Festival float, celebrating our roots, is the theme for the 103rd Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Riding on this year's float is Queen Ryan Salito, Princess Presley Nelson, and Princess Ainsley Shear. Escorting the Apple Blossom float are members of the Applearians. The Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, always held the last weekend in April and the first weekend in May. It's beautiful.
And happy to see Ryan Salcido on the float. She's been under the weather here this week. In fact, all three have not been feeling the greatest, so I'm happy to see
We are happy they are
them
here.
here today.
Sometimes you just pull it together for a parade, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And they've done a fantastic job representing the Wenatchee Valley and North Central Washington as our Apple Blossom
Yes, they
Royal
have.
Court. Also, we've got our top 10 candidates that'll be coming down the parade route after the float. That float, by the way, looks fantastic.
Yes.
Celebrating our roots. Top 10 candidates, Rita Escalera. Rita's the daughter of Jose and Brenda Escalera. Rita's a senior at Eastmont High School, awarded the Most Original Speech Award, sponsored by Cat Camp Yednick and Edsworthy Law Firm, and Most Photogenic Award, sponsored by Parsons, Ulta Beauty, and Ever After Studios. Rita's riding into 2006 Ford Mustang, driven by Tom Lewis. Hello, Rita.
Hello.
And I believe they're wearing their gowns that they chose to wear
Yes, I believe
during
most
the
of them,
pageant.
yes.
Yeah.
Next up, we have, following Rita, we have top 10 candidates Brenda Calvillo, I'm sorry. Calvillo, thank you, and Paige Garrettson. Brenda's the daughter of Javier and Maria Calvillo and is a senior at Eastmont High School. Paige is the daughter of James and Dragana Gretson and is a senior at Wenatchee High School. They are in a Chrysler 200S driven by Roxanne Brindell. Sorry,
That's okay.
Having a morning.
You missed our top 10 evening with the pageant. Next
I
up,
did.
we have Elise Long and Cadence Garrison. Elise is daughter of Michael and Aaron Long and is a senior at Wenatchee High School. Cadence, daughter of Jim and Melinda Garrison, and is the senior at Eastmont High School. Elise and Cadence are riding in a 2005 Mercedes-Benz driven by Jerry Anderson.
And rounding out our top 10 candidates are Ava Norris and Mallory West. Ava is the daughter of Jessica Norris Chapman. Mallory is the daughter of Todd and Stacy West. Both Ava and Mallory are seniors at Eastmont High School. Good job, ladies.
Wonderful job. And oh, look at our chaperones and what they have on. Wow.
Only Adele.
Of course, royalty chaperones Kathy Campbell and Adele Haley. These ladies escort the royalty to all of their appearances. A wonderful support system for the royalty program. And they too volunteer an entire year of their lives to the festival. Kathy and Adele riding in a 1930 Roadster, although that didn't look like a 30 Roadster. That looked more like a Mustang to me.
It didn't.
Our next band, Julie.
Yes, I have the privilege. The Eastmont High School band is under the direction of Maggie Whiteman and drum majors of Molly Salter and Pedro Lopez. And accompanying them is the Eastmont High School cheer team. Ladies and gentlemen, the Eastmont High School Wildcat Marching Band and Drill Team.
Go Wildcats. Speaking of the Wildcats and Panthers, they are going to face again in soccer coming up on Thursday, 7 o'clock. First round of the district tournament. We'll have that live on the NCWLIFE channel. Next up, Director General Linda Harold and her husband Dave. Linda oversees the festival board of directors, all of whom spend months planning to bring us the festival each year. As the head volunteer of the festival, Linda would like to invite you all to celebrate your roots. Linda and Dave are riding down the parade route today in their own 2021 Ford Mustang GT convertible, driven by their son, accompanied by their daughter-in-law and granddaughter. Hello, the Heralds.
Yes, love them dearly. Great volunteers. Up next should be our 2022 Appellarian Chancellor Brian Sand and his wife, Lady Diane. The Appellarians are the official hosting organization of the Apple Blossom Festival and also sponsor the Queen's $10,000 scholarship. 2022 marks 63 years of the Wenatchee Appellarians. Can you believe that? That's amazing. Thank you so much for all you do to support the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Festival.
We must have some milk coming up next because we've got a banner that's being signifying Jan Matheson's birthday. Gotta love that. We got a little gap between the banner and the actual entry into our parade as we see the Sands go by our camera angle. And Grant Olson standing by with somebody else here. Grant, who do you got?
Maybe some of the smartest people that show up here at this Apple Blossom Grand Parade. Cole Pennington from Pennington Construction, and behind us, I don't know if Josiah can see that, a barbecue. Eric, you touched on that a little bit earlier. Brats and all of the goodies. Cole, how long you been bringing the barbecue with you?
About 5-6 years now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. What is it about Apple Blossom and the sense of community here?
You know, we've been coming to this since we were knee-high to a grasshopper, and now it's our turn to bring our kids and support the whole thing.
Well, you might have the best idea of anybody right here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And on the parade route right now, of course, with the Grand Parades to Milk Growers, their founding family, the Mathesons, West and his family, driving a 1967 VW Ladybug, while Father Kyle and Brother Tate and family are in the Polaris Ranger and Model T. The Mathesons have owned and operated Stamil since 1964 and have grown apples, pears, and cherries in the Wenatchee Valley since the early 1900s. Thank yous to Milk Growers.
Yes, and coming up right behind them is our 2022 Grand Marshals, Goodfellow Brothers. They were founded in Wenatchee in 1921 by three brothers, Jack, Bert, and Jim Goodfellow, just 1 year after the first Apple Blossom Festival. Goodfellow Brothers is now run by fourth generation Chad Goodfellow, with third generation Dan serving as senior vice president and Steve as chairman of the board. Goodfellow Brothers has 12 offices located throughout Washington, Oregon, California, and Hawaii. Are we still with them?
Yeah,
okay,
brightly colored
Look
shirts.
at them.
Well, they had a convention while they were celebrating their 100-plus years now of service to the West Coast, and, of course, generated originally here in the Wenatchee Valley. Thank you, Goodfellow Brothers, for all you do, and thanks for being such a big part of the Apple Blossom Festival. Congratulations on being announced as the Grand Marshals.
As Darcy would say, that's a big doodah.
It is a big doodah. And Goodfellas, and look at that old tow truck. Is that a tow truck behind it? Yeah. I thought it was a well drilling rig for a minute. Fantastic. That's what you call patina. That paint job is patina.
Age, that's what I'm going to start calling my wrinkles, patina.
I love that. Next up on our parade, we have some pets coming down. Earthwise Pet, focused on quality pet nutrition and professionally certified pet grooming, locally owned and family operated. They're proud to be working in the community they love. Come down to the location at 212 5th Street to speak with any of their certified pet nutritionists about your free family members. Earthwise Pet. Thanks for being a part of our Apple Blossom Grand Parade, presented by Milk Growers.
Oh, love seeing those little doggies. They're getting a lot of steps in, Eric.
They are.
Those are short legs.
They are. I like the idea of putting the Fitbit on the dog's tail, though. You know,
that's a really good idea.
And, of course, we saw one of these entries in the parade last night, and glad to have them back today for the Milk Growers Grand Parade. If you like to hear loud sounds coming from cars, Julie, talk about this next entry.
We have the Wenatchee Valley Super Oval. They're celebrating 52 years of racing in 2022. The fastest 1/4 mile in the West Coast is some of the best family fun, affordable entertainment in the Valley. We love the Super Oval. For tickets, you can visit WVSO.com and for more information. It's a fun time. And, you know, on a nice summer, spring night, you can hear those cars roaring even down here in the Valley. So.
Absolutely. We'll be covering the next race, as a matter of fact, the Outlaw Challenge at WVSO here live next Saturday on the NCWLIFE channel. So be sure and tune in for that. And it's great, especially with the local classes. You've got people that you had no idea that were into racing. You got your local mailman, you got your local grocery store, or, you know, whoever. And suddenly you see them and they're a hero at the racetrack. So go on up and support them at Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval. You know, it's got to be quite an honor to be selected as the next band. We're going to talk about bands coming up, but Grant's sitting next to somebody else here. Grant, who do you got?
We have Ida. Pardon me?
Ida.
Yes. To see you today. And you're born and raised in this area. What do you love about Apple Blossom?
How everybody gets together and how the whole community comes together. And the carnival, the food fair. This is the best part of the.
So what's your favorite part about the parade?
Seeing all the marching bands, seeing how they come, how they are able to do the music and create the songs.
And see, that's
you have a fantastic time. Thank you.
And that's a beautiful lead into the Manson High School Trojan Marching Band. Proud to be back at the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Parade this year, exploring the concept of nostalgia, playing music from the early 2000s and 2010s. We'll be playing classics such as I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas and Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon. The band is led by Francisco, Alex, and Natalie. Enjoy the Manson High School Trojan Marching Band.
Don't want to compete with that drum line, but here comes the Manson Apple Blossom Festival royalty. The 102nd Apple Blossom Festival royalty are Queen Cara Hutton, Princess Emily Valvencia Torres, and Princess Raven Pope. The royalty is escorted this evening by Brian Berrigan, Parker Teagan, and Jameson England. The Manson is a small lakeside village located on the north shores of Lake Chelan.
And celebrating our roots, you cannot do that without our elder citizens. Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista offers independent and assisted living, along with long-term care and any of your rehab needs. 601 Okanagan Avenue here in Wenatchee. You can give a tour or call for more information at 509-663-3337 for Colonial Vista. Prestige at Colonial Vista.
Yes. We appreciate all they do.
Absolutely.
Well, this next, I guess I'm a little ahead. I'm just so excited.
Well, I know you
about reading this next entry.
All Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Coldwell Banker Cascade, encouraging you to leave your mark. Coldwell Banker Cascade is guiding you home in North Central Washington. Also by Global Car Care. ASC certified technicians will take good care of your vehicle, whether you need general maintenance or have a European specialty car. You can count on Global Car Care to keep you on the road.
And right now on your screens is our 2022 Lehman Johnson Award recipient Craig Field, his wife Tricia, and kids. A huge shout out to Craig for all he does for the festival. The Lehman Johnson Award winner is given during pageant each year, and it's someone who's done an outstanding job of just continuous volunteering for our community. And Craig is normally the parade marshal in charge of all the parade marshals, so he's not on his regular duty.
I know.
He's not in his golf cart. He's in a car.
Probably
I didn't
driving him
recognize
nuts
him.
to be in this part of the parade, not up there making sure everything's
Yes.
going okay.
We love you, Craig.
But there's strong volunteerism throughout the festival, and
Yes.
I'm sure Craig's got plenty of people that are helping him out right now. Grant Olson's got some other cuties on the side of our parade route here. Grant, who do you have?
Boy, I do. We have Macy and Maya. And Macy, what do you like about Apple Blossom?
You get to because it's cool, and sometimes we also get to watch these parades.
They get to skip school and watch parades, Eric. Doesn't get any better than that. And we also have Weston right here. How you doing, buddy?
Too.
You have to do it, too. And Maya, what's your favorite thing about the parade? Quickly, what do you like? Maya's a little shy. But
Apparently she doesn't like that
These guys
microphone,
were
Grant.
dancing earlier, Eric. That's why I picked them out. They're having a great time.
Yeah, so we've got a horse coming down the parade route right now, and that would be representing the Coulee City Last Stand Rodeo. Queen Greer is here to invite you to a fun weekend to include a cow pie jog, Main Street Parade, and, of course, 3 nights of PRC rodeo action. Coulee City Last Stand Rodeo. Welcome, and thanks for being here.
Yes. And our first pooper scoopers of the festival. And right behind our Grand Coulee Rodeo Queen is the Blue Lagoon Pool and Spas. They allow you to spend more precious family time together, creating memories and less time worrying about your pool or spa needs. Wenatchee's largest hot tub selection of in-stock hot tubs located on Wenatchee Avenue. And right behind them, Eric, who is that?
It's the Apple Citizen of the Year, McDougall and Sons Incorporated, founded in 1977 by the family's roots in the Wenatchee Valley, date back to 1889. Mike Horan and his family first arrived, eventually settling on the northern banks of the Wenatchee River, presently Confluence State Park. Mike Horan planted some of the first apple and pear trees in the valley. McDougall family now in its 5th generation of management. Thank you, McDougall and Sons, and congratulations, Apple Citizens of the Year.
Yes.
We should mention the McDougalls. We've got President Scott McDougall and his wife and his grandchildren, Luke and Addie, driven by Shirley Pert in a 1961 Cadillac convertible. Retired President Stuart McDougall and his granddaughter Finley being driven by Alan Chaperon in his 64 Ford Galaxy convertible. Beautiful.
Yes. And next up on your screen is Quincy High School Marching Band. They are excited to be performing for the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Parade after a 2-year hiatus. We hope you enjoyed their performance. The band is directed by Mr. Patrick Gordon from Quincy High School.
Go Jacks.
Yes.
After Quincy High School, we've got the McCleary Bear Festival. Lights, camera, fun. They've been celebrating together since 1959. This old-fashioned small-town festival takes place every year on the 2nd weekend of July in the town of McCleary, just west of Olympia. The festival features a grand parade, family entertainment, a softball tournament, car show, soapbox derby, and so much more. On the float, Senior Queen Taryn, Senior Princess Kinsley, Junior Queen Lola, and Prince Mac. It's a great float.
It is.
Lights, camera, action. Love it.
Coming up next, we have a Wenatchee Apple Blossom favorite, Elbow the Clown. Look at his Jeep. The Elbow Clown has been performing all over the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. if you can look, you can book Elbow the Clown by going to his website at elbowtheclown.com. He says, give me a stage and I will perform, and he will.
And so will Julie Kuntz, by the way.
Oh, yes, if you ask nicely.
Next up, of course, welcome East Wenatchee Mayor Jerilee Crawford. Mary Crawford, previously an East Wenatchee council member, currently serving in her first term as mayor. She's riding in a 1958 Chevy Corvette, previously owned by her grandfather. How about that?
That's pretty awesome.
Hello, Mayor Crawford.
And next up, we have the Wenatchee Valley Masawa Sister City Association. They are celebrating its 41st year in existence, and they look forward to exchanging more friends and times together. So we love that they send a contingency to visit our parade this year.
Of course, Masawa, the takeoff point for Hugh Herndon and Clyde Pangborn in the Miss Vidal, which I didn't hear the Miss Vidal above head this morning as we were getting ready for the parade.
Did not.
Usually a ceremonial flyover happens with a Miss Vidal, replica of the plane that they flew on back in the day. Most original cleanup crew. Well, you got to love that. That must mean there's a horse nearby. And, of course, that would be Appalachia Riders Association, introducing the 2022 Appalachia Riders Queen, Chloe, and her horse, Pokey. The Appalachia Riders Club develops and promotes good fellowship among horse riders. Club activities open to both members and non-members, include team sorting and team roping events, horse shows, gaming events, reining, dressage, and hunter jumper shows. Welcome, Appalachia Riders.
And congratulations on the award.
We'll see that, you have
to acknowledge all volunteers, so I love that we do that.
Absolutely, especially the ones that clean up the mess afterwards.
Yes. Love it.
That's a beautiful horse, too.
Yes.
Pokey.
And I always love the flowers. How they get them to stay on that saddle, I have no idea.
I think lots of duct tape.
Yes. Coming up next, we should have Columbia Valley Community Health. Their mobile clinic is bringing services to around the Wenatchee Valley. Their clinic sites include Rock Island, Arando, Peshaston, Malaga, Manson, and migrant farm worker sites. All ages are welcome. Call ahead to get scheduled. Columbia Valley Community Health. Thank you for all you do to help keep us healthy. That's a big truck.
That is a big trailer. Yeah, absolutely. CVCH Connect. Give a call at 509-662-6000. You want more information about Columbia Valley Community Health and their Connect mobile clinic. That's awesome that they could just get out on the road and check up on your health wherever you may be. Hey, I hear another band coming. Sunnyside Grizzly Marching Band, directed by drum majors Andrea and Eduardo. Sunnyside High School has been honored as a school of distinction in 2013, 14, and 15. Today they'll be playing selections from their 2021 field show. And we welcome the Sunnyside High School Marching Band, and go Grizzlies. Now, I should point out that there are apples usually painted on the road during their route, and some bands are told, okay, on a certain color apple, this is when you perform. And they're performing now. Behind the Sunnyside Marching Band, it is the Miss Sunnyside, their Sunnyside Court, and their families and Sunnyside Community Float, showcasing the extraordinary amusement of the small town carnival. Float exhibits dynamic decor, including cotton candy, popcorn, and a show-stopping Ferris wheel, featuring Queen Alex, First Princess Maria, Second Princess Adelina, and Third Princess Emma. Welcome, Miss Sunnyside, and their gorgeous float.
Yes. And next we have City of Wenatchee Mayor Frank Kuntz, his wife Chrissy, and great niece Caroline Kuntz. Frank has been the mayor of the city since January of 2012, and he's now serving his second four-year term. Mayor Kuntz is a certified public accountant and has been licensed to practice in the state of Washington since 1986. They're riding today in a Mercedes-Benz driven by Jerry Anderson, and Caroline might just be related to me as well. She was so
What'd
excited.
you call her? Your nugget?
She's my nugget.
Okay, your
Yeah,
nugget.
she's
Next,
my
we almost missed. I think we missed Miss
sorry.
Olmec Stampede. That's okay. With Olmec Stampede Queen Evelyn, we appreciate their entry into the Milk Growers Grand Parade.
Yes, and then we jumped over the North Central Washington Quilt Guild, celebrating our roots one stitch at a time. Oh, there they are. I never know where the camera's going to go. The North Central Washington Quilt Guild carries on the tradition of quilting through education, service, and charitable quilts given to organizations throughout the valley. And some of their groups, are 235 members, are supported at Confluence Health, CASA, Chief of the Day, Meal Delivery Programs, and the Linus Project. And I hear another band
You hear
coming
another
up.
band coming. It's the Chelan High Marching Band. Chelan proud and excited to finally have an opportunity to debut their new marching uniforms. Combined 7th through 12th grade band also participates in the Manson Apple Blossom Parade, Chelan Valley Memorial Parade. Let's hear it for the Chelan High Marching Band. Director Stephen Burdick is assisted by Vicki Hoffman.
Next, we have representing Chelan, Miss Lake Chelan, Rocio Martinez. Rocio is a senior at Chelan High School and is excited about being crowned the 96th Queen for the Miss Lake Chelan Scholarship Program. And she hopes you will come to beautiful Lake Chelan to enjoy the vast outdoor activities, shop their amazing downtown businesses, and savor any of our great restaurants.
And Grant Olson is checking out some of the sights, sounds, and colors. What do you got, Grant?
Well, we have Ronnie here. And Ronnie, tell us who you were with.
I'm with Mighty Hawk Concessions and Paul Meeker Enterprises.
And Ronnie is from Tacoma, but he was telling me you have a connection to the Apple Blossom. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. My great-grandfather, Ralph Meeker, was an Appalarian here. He had a carnival, Meeker Family Shows, and he started doing the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Festival.
Isn't that something? There's a connection everywhere you look, Eric. That's for sure, and a very neat connection. Thank you so much, Ronnie, and have a great day.
Absolutely. You too. Thanks.
All right, guys, back to you.
And Link Transit just going past, celebrating zero fare public transportation in Chelan and Douglas counties. Reliable, safe, and efficient services. Link Transit, thanks for being a part of the Apple Blossom Festival Grand Parade. And, of course, you see those buses all throughout Chelan and Douglas counties.
So appreciative of them. Well, this is a big entry coming up, and it's going to take a few minutes, so I'm going to start now, Eric. This is the Washington State Fallen Heroes Project. This is a tribute to the men and the women from Washington State that have made the ultimate sacrifice during military operations in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other Middle East conflicts since 2002. The project was started by Kim Cole of Spokane Valley with her son, Marine Corporal Daryl Morris, who was killed by an IED in Baghdad, Iraq in January 2007. It is her wish that all of our fallen heroes from Washington State be remembered for their duty to country and sacrifice for our freedom. The entry consists of the Washington Fallen Heroes Memorial, followed by Golden Star families, parents of a fallen hero, carrying their child's banner in a moving tribute to their son or daughter. Next, over 325 individual banners that depict a Washington State fallen hero, along with their branch of service, dates of birth and death, and hometown.
You hear the crowd standing and applauding and recognizing those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we might be free. I know that they get various volunteers to carry these banners in the parades. We appreciate their volunteerism to help as well, to recognize those. And to put a face.
Yes.
Not just a name, but a face. A moving tribute, that's for sure.
Very much so.
Well, looks like we have a little bit of a break in our parade, so we will take a break here on our broadcast as well on the NCWLIFE channel. And let me remind you that part of our coverage here today is brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control. Your guide to a pest-free life. Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet-safe material. Call 797-0090 for a free estimate. Also by JDSA Law, a full-service law firm committed to your journey for life. We'll take a break on a windy Saturday, but hey, the sun's out, and it's Grand Parade Day. We'll come back with more next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Brian's Pizza and Bowling is changing their name to That Pizza Place. Now, there's still your same favorite locally owned family pizza and bowling center, That Pizza Place. Come hang out in downtown Cashmere.
The NCWLIFE channel offers marketing packages that help you build your brand and sell your products and services. From traditional TV ads to targeted digital campaigns, let us help you build your customer base. Call NCWLIFE channel today. Welcome back once again to the Smelt Growers Grand Parade coverage live on the NCWLIFE channel. And Grant Olson is along our parade route location here on Orondo Avenue. And some folks have been coming to the same spot over and over, right, Grant?
You know, I hear that a lot, Eric. You're exactly right, and Fred is no exception. Fred, you've been coming to the same spot for how long now?
About 6 years now.
6 years. Why do you pick this spot?
It's just a nice location. We got McGlynn's right across the street.
Now the truth comes out, Eric. Yeah. Okay. You're smart, Fred. So what is it about Apple Blossom that brings us all together in this community?
Oh, it's a great community event. I mean, it just brings everybody together. You know, the last 2 years have been pretty rough for us, so it's kind of nice just to get all back together and have a great time.
So of all the years you've been coming to this Grand Parade, do you have a favorite thing that you like to see?
I kind of like watching the horses when they come through, you know, and they do their little dances and stuff like that. It's really neat to see.
Very nice. So, Fred, thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy your spot, and we'll see you for years to come right here, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, thank you much, Grant. And just about timingly perfect, we have another entry coming down our parade route. And so let me tell you a little bit about it, if I can get the pronunciations correct here. I noticed that you gave this one to me, Julie. That was nice of you to do.
I worked it that way.
Ballet Sol y Luna, Cadre Narit Band, and Cadre Narit. The Cadre Narit is a group of dancing horses from Wenatchee and its surroundings, together with Sol y Luna, folklorical dancers, and the Los Tremendos de Tamborazo band, showing the beauty of Mexican culture. Watch, listen, and learn a little culture here during the Smelt Growers Grand Parade.
So cute.
That is awesome. Even the little ones involved. And such colorful dresses.
Yes, they're beautiful.
Next up is the Cadre Narit Band. The horses. You know, it's kind of appropriate. I don't know, Grant, how he keeps doing this, but he keeps finding these people that are just perfectly introducing the next thing we have on the parade.
I know. It's like the segues are planned or something.
Look at these gorgeous horses, and they dance. Yes, they do.
There are a lot of them.
There are. And that takes a lot of work to get those manes and tails all feathered like that. And oh, that is just gorgeous. See, Julie, you watch those horses and the way they clop their feet like that. That's like me on the beach in Mexico. It stands hot.
It's so hot.
It stands hot. And whoever thought to call it clip-clop of the hooves, that's exactly what it sounds like, clip-clop. Love to see their mains dance along with their steps. Just absolutely gorgeous. And thank you for their entry, and thank you for your participation in this Milk Growers Grand Parade here live on the NCWLIFE channel. And look at the crowds here, Julie. I mean, it just keeps getting thicker and thicker.
It does. And
with the amount of people that are along Orondo Avenue watching this parade. And like we say, you know, we had just the community parade a year ago. Didn't have the youth parade a year ago because of COVID and all of the stuff going on, and back to normal and back to Apple Blossom the way it should be.
Yes. It is fun to see. Looks like we have 2 stray horses that are a little bit behind. They're either taking their time soaking up the glory, or maybe they got a little spooked. But right now on your screen, you should be seeing the Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance, the Central Washington chapter, promoting mountain bike advocacy and trail development in Central Washington. Trail building, bicycle pump track development, and adult and youth education classes, both in English and Spanish. Visit www.cwevergreenmtb.org or visit us on their social media or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube accounts.
Now, Grant Olson, I see him standing over next to somebody who looks kind of official. Let's see if we can check in with Grant here. Grant, who do you got with you this time?
We have Brent with us here, who is a marshal for the very first time at the Apple Blossom Festival. And Brent, tell us what your official duties are.
Keep people off the street, basically.
How successful are you at that?
No, mildly successful, we'll say.
So it's your first year as a marshal. You're going to come back and do it again?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is great. Just trying to, keep lost kids and do that, just keep people safe, and make sure everybody has a fun time. So we're just out here making sure everybody has a good time.
Keep up the good work, Brant. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you much, Grant. Next up, right behind him, is the South Kitsap High School Marching Band from Port Orchard, Washington. The band's led by senior drum majors Nick and Emily and junior drum majors Nick and Jasmine. Proud to present their school and community in the 2022 Apple Blossom Parade. Let's listen in to the South Kitsap High School Marching Band. South Kitsap. There you go, Julie.
Yes, nice large entry. Next up, Washington State Fair. The state's biggest party returns September 2nd through the 25th. The Washington State Fair enters its 122nd year as the largest fair in the smallest town in the country. The Washington State Fair is one of the biggest fairs of the world, the largest in the Pacific Northwest, and the largest single event in Washington. Star-studded entertainment, the PRCA rodeo, rides, exhibits, foods, flowers, and animals are the mainstay of the 20-day event that kicks off the Friday of Labor Day.
You'll see a banner that gets in front of some of our entries, and that signifies that they have won an award in today's parade because there is judging that goes on, and this receives an award. It is Bluebird Incorporated's Plant, Grow, and Bloom. Farmer-owned cooperative is celebrating 109 years of growing apples, pears, and cherries. Now they are planting, growing, and blooming the next generation of farmers in our valley. Welcome, Bluebird.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Love to see the faces. Yay on the faces.
Especially the young kids having so much fun.
Is that our artist?
Yes, we do. We have our 2022 art print artist, Cindy Noyd. Thank you, Cindy, for the beautiful print that you did. Every year, the Festival Board selects someone to be the artist for the next year, and Cynthia did our art print this year.
And it looks like the Spirit of the Festival Award goes to Deer Park Community's Float. How about that? Titled Fun on the Go. Riding the float is Miss Deer Park Allison Denton and her princesses Zoe and Faith. The ladies would like to invite you to Deer Park Settlers Days on Saturday, July 23rd. Let's hear it for Deer Park.
They have a fun festival.
Look at that float. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on there. And by the way, it's a Herculean effort just to get the floats here and get them all set up and everything else. So we really appreciate other festivals taking the time and energy to get their floats here for our Grand Parade. Time to read a book, Julie.
It is time to read a book. Here's the North Central Washington Library's Bookmobile. This library on wheels brings books, movies, music, and more to schools, senior living centers, and rural communities throughout the region. Don't forget to sign up for the summer library program at the Wenatchee Public Library next month. So a good book is never that far away to be found.
That's true.
To be read.
Even if you've read it before, read it again. By the way, this is a very interesting because only 7 seconds. It's a mission to end loneliness. They do this by encouraging and empowering people and partners to connect with others who matter in their lives, share stories and messages, inspire connections and vulnerability. They believe that every life matters and has significance. Only takes 7 seconds.
It does. We have another award winner coming up. Looks like the Ellensburg Rodeo Royal Court won Best Equestrian Unit. So as that's coming into your screen, we are proud to welcome the 2022 Ellensburg Rodeo Royal Court. Queen Sydney and Princess Raylene, the Ellensburg Rodeo, held every Labor Day weekend since 1923, will run from Friday, September 2nd through Monday, September 5th, 2022, kicking off with Chancey Williams on Thursday, September 1st. Tickets are selling now. The Ellensburg Rodeo.
And, of course, right after that, the Ellensburg Rodeo Posse, promoting the Western way of life and the sport of rodeo throughout the state of Washington. Posse also sponsors 2 youth shows and a junior rodeo. Come to the Ellensburg Labor Day weekend for all the fun, and we welcome the Ellensburg Rodeo Posse.
Yes.
Can't miss those brightly colored yellow shirts.
One of my favorite entries.
And also the Northwest Youth Rodeo Association is a training ground laying down the foundation of future champions. They promote the sport of rodeo and uphold the Western heritage lifestyle, supporting by exemplary sportsmanship, conduct, attitude, respect, and responsibility, the building blocks of a great future. I'll tell you, anybody who's around animals, around horse, you've got a good future in your prospects, because that takes a lot. Grant Olson is out there on the street. Grant, it looks like you have something on your mind.
You know, I do have something on my mind. You mentioned about you can't miss it. What you can't miss now, we have a couple of equestrian groups that have gone by. So, yeah, Marshall Brandt as well as Josiah and I now have some obstacles here that we're going to have to deal with on Rondo Avenue. So just getting that out there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, watch your step there, Grant. We have another award winner coming by. Most original specialty unit,
yes,
Julie.
Yes, it is the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market celebrating the bounty of summer. The Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market opens next Saturday. Join us on Saturdays and Wednesday mornings outside Pybus Public Market from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Enjoy shopping for fresh fruits, vegetables, specialty ciders, and unique crafts, as well as delicious food. Come and enjoy what our own Wenatchee Valley has to offer.
And another band right behind him here, welcoming the Cascade High School Marching Band from, of course, Leavenworth. Addition to marching in local parades, members of the CHS Band provide music to all home football and basketball games, as well as performing in formal concerts every quarter. And many also participate in local solo and ensemble contests. They are excited to be here. Welcome the Cascade Kodiak Marching Band.
Hey.
Now, our royalty also go around and they take a look at Triangle Park, and they have their own choice, right?
Yes, they do. They
as
get
far
to
as
vote,
an award.
Pick their best float, their favorite float, and this is the royalty choice, the Autumn Leaf Festival. Royal Lady Sharon invites you to hang out in Leavenworth, celebrate and enjoy everything that the Bavarian Village has to offer And I believe, it's not written here, but I believe the Leavenworth Autumn Leaf Festival is usually about the first or second weekend in September.
Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. We have a little break in the parade here, so while Grant's running around dodging things in the road, we will take a break here on the broadcast as well and come back with more here live with the Milk Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel, brought to you in part by Mary Maids. Mary Maids of Wenatchee is experienced, reliable, thorough, and professional. Call to set up a free consultation today at 509-663-1710. Back with more right after this.
Transform your windows with a variety of colors and styles like the Allure Transitional Window Covering by Lafayette Interior Fashions. Hi, this is Darren with Mini Blinds and More. We can install the latest and greatest in technology to open and close your blinds with only a touch of a button. From the largest windows in your home to room darkening shades for the bedroom. From stylish shades for your entertainment room to custom blinds for those hard-to-fit places. We have a solution for all of your window covering needs. We offer a variety of window coverings from Lafayette Interior Fashions. Call us today. We are Mini Blinds and More, your local blind store.
And welcome back to our live coverage of the Milk Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel. Grant is standing by, but first, before we get to Grant, Julie, tell us a little bit more about Building for Tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I was so busy watching the parade. I was so enjoying what I was seeing, not paying attention to my job. But yes, the Building North Central Washington, a small business and builders association in partnership with Building for Tomorrow, nonprofit dedicated to providing scholarships to students attending trade schools.
They had their banner fly off of their entry here. So
they did. So they stopped.
So that's why you couldn't see what was going on there. While they adjust the banner, let's go over to Grant Olson, who's live on Orondo Street with another of our parade viewers.
That's right. Joining me now is Manuel, and Manuel tells me he's been coming to the parade for a few years now. What's your favorite thing about the Grand Parade?
I like the horses.
Do you? What do you like about the horses?
I like how they do their dances. That's my favorite.
Except for the stuff I talked about they leave on the street, which makes it kind of hard to walk around. But as far as food goes at the food court, what's your favorite over there?
Probably the chicken leg, the turkey leg.
Turkey leg.
Yeah, big old turkey leg. It's one of Eric Grandstrom's favorites, too. I know that. Thank you very much, Manuel, and have a great day.
Yeah, and Grant, you can shake a leg out there, too, by the way. Hey, we've got Keith Gaynor, Washington State Representative, coming down the parade route now. Of course, he represents the 12th District, includes Chelan and Douglas counties and parts of Okanagan and Grand. Welcome to Keith Gaynor.
Yes. And then we have another Equestrian Judge's Choice Award. It is Miss Moses Lake Roundup. Brianna Kincaid welcomes everyone to attend the Moses Lake Roundup Rodeo and Demo Derby August 16th through the 20th.
Another reason for you to watch your step there, Grant. Yeah. Just be careful.
A lot of horse entries today, though. That's wonderful.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And Harvest Valley Pest Control, right behind our equestrian unit there, is one of our sponsors here on the NCWLIFE channel. We really appreciate their sponsorship of everything we do as far as sports and everything else. And welcome to Harvest Valley Pest Control. Pest and weed-free life. You want it? Give them a call at Harvest Valley Pest Control. Julie, I know it feels like we're like way into the parade. Should be over, right? No, we're like barely halfway.
Barely halfway through.
Yeah, barely halfway, gang. So don't go anywhere. Appreciate you joining us on Facebook on our stream right now on the NCWLIFE channel's Facebook page. Do I hear another band coming?
You do. Right now on your screen is the Kent Lake High School Marching Band. They, please welcome, I'm going to repeat it again, the Kent Lake High School Marching Band. They enjoy the sights and sounds of your favorite movie themes and characters. Each year the band selects and performs a custom show and has costumes to match. See if you can't find your favorite character marching in this year's parade. So this is kind of like a Where's Waldo? You find your favorite person. But we thank them for coming all the way from the west side today to be here. So thank you. Welcome, Kent Lake High School Marching Band.
That's an early bus ride, let me tell you, folks. And, of course, we welcome the Seattle Seafair Commodores. A nonprofit group is one of 5 Seafair volunteer family groups. Proudly support the Seafair Foundation Scholarship Program for Women, which is celebrating its 73rd anniversary. How about that? Led by Commandant of 2020 and 2021, Barb Taylor. They continue to build tradition, celebrating 68 years as Goodwill Ambassadors for the Seafair Festival and the City of Seattle.
Wonderful. And coming up right after them is the Wenatchee Valley Shuttle. If you ever had to try to get somewhere, this is a great way to do it.
It is.
The Wenatchee Valley Shuttle drivers are one of a kind. Whether you're riding on their scheduled shuttle to and from Wenatchee, Bellevue, or SeaTac, you are chartering a vehicle for your wedding or group event, you will experience first-class, friendly, safe, and professional drivers. We love them.
Absolutely. Grant Olson is going around the parade route right now. Oh, he's going to visit with one of our next entries into the parade. I see Senator Brad Hawkins is coming down the parade route, and we'll see if he tells us about how large the 12th district is.
It kind of keeps changing, huh?
You're right. Senator Brad Hawkins, fuel driving, one of my favorite people in all the Wenatchee Valley. But Brad, what does the Apple Blossom Festival mean to you personally and to this valley?
Oh, it's fantastic for the valley. It's wonderful for all of us to come together and support each other and really celebrate our fruit industry and so much more. It's such a proud tradition for us, and our family's been proud to be part of it. My son actually walked in the parade with the swim team, and now he's back in the car. My other son ran the Apple Blossom Run this morning, and I shuttled him back. And my wife somehow helped us all get back in the car at the right time. So my dad's driving us. So
well, how come you didn't run, Brad?
I should have, but I'm retired, too old, and the support crew.
Well, great to have you here, and you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much. All right, guys, back to you.
Okay. Thank you much, Grant, as we continue with the 2022 Milk Growers Grand Parade here on the NCWLIFE channel. You know, despite the wind that we have here, Julie, it is turning out to be an absolutely lovely day. And, you know, Darcy is, of course, in control of weather. She had the rain stop just in time for the youth parade last weekend, and then just in time for our grand parade here today. The sun comes out. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Mini Blinds and More, specializing in custom blinds, shades, draperies, exterior awnings, exterior sunscreens, unmatched customer service. That's Mini Blinds and More. And we appreciate you tuning in wherever you may be. I should probably check out our Facebook feed and see where folks are watching us from.
Oh, one of my favorite bands, the Lancer Marching Band and Color Guard. For over 50 years, the award-winning Kennedy Catholic High School Lancer Marching Band and Color Guard has been entertaining audiences throughout the Pacific Northwest region. The Lancer Marching Band is directed by Dan Reuter. The Color Guard is directed by Andrea Filer and Shauna Azers. And this year's drum majors are Kate and Grace. They're from West Seattle, Washington.
Talk about some uniforms.
Yes.
Very colorful. Red, white, and blue. Very patriotic. And here, let's listen in to the Lancer Marching Band. Next up, looks like we've got a Grand Sweepstakes Award winner in our festival parade here today. Hello, Canada. The Hayak Festival Association from New Westminster, British Columbia, celebrating their Golden Jubilee 50th anniversary with their royal floats. Adorned in red and gold crowns, President Becky's theme for the year is Decades of Dedication, and they want to thank all the volunteers that have made the Hayak Festival so great for over 5 decades. This year's royal float is a replica of President Becky's float from 1981. How about that? When she was Miss New Westminster 4 decades ago. How about that?
That's great.
Of course, Grant Olson, I think he graduated in 1981. I think he said something about that.
It's beautiful. They always do such a classy job. Love the Hayak Festival. The Salvation Army has been serving the Wenatchee Valley for 114 years. The Wenatchee Corps, under the leadership of Majors Ralph and Diane Jimenez, have been serving since 2017. And with new Corps pastors relieving them in June, the Salvation Army is dedicated to doing the most good with the help of their gracious donors, advisory board members, and volunteers. We appreciate the Salvation Army.
Absolutely. And their seasonal kettlebells that come out.
Yes.
And we welcome them. We also welcome Life Flight Network, offering ICU-level care during air transport across the Pacific Northwest, proudly serving the Wenatchee Valley from Brewster and Moses Lake bases. Life Flight Network, there when you need us. And yes, thank you so much for your efforts. And boy, we certainly see and hear the helicopters flying in and out of Central Washington Hospital a lot.
And then, we have Grant.
And Grant is standing by. Grant, you have something for us? What, 81? When did you graduate?
I did graduate in 81.
Okay.
You hit it right on the head.
Right.
Now everybody knows I'm old, Eric. Thanks so much for that. I want to mention a shout out to Dan Kuntz, who you can see just over my shoulder. He is bringing us all of the great wide shots up and down Orondo Avenue. He's also strapped in up there today because we've got a little bit of wind. So Dan was a brave soul today, Eric, and he's bringing us all of these great wide shots. So kudos to Mr. Kuntz.
Okay, and I know he paid you about $20 for that one.
I thought he was voluntold. I'm not sure he had a choice, did he?
Coming past us now is the Two Rivers Medieval Fair returning. They want you to join them in May 14th and 15th at the Chelan County Expo Center. Go back in time for a weekend of food, kids, activities, battle demos, merchants, and entertainment. Jousting by special guests, the Seattle Knights.
Cool, and I want to give a shout out to Miss Rodeo Othello. I think we might have missed her. She flew by quickly a little bit before then. And next up on your camera, you should be seeing.
Looks like a marching band.
Yes.
The 2022 Kashmir Marching Band.
Yes.
The Bulldogs.
There was a entry right before them, the Chelan Douglas Republican Women. We love them too. But here's to the Kashmir High School Bulldog Marching Band, currently 58 members strong, and they're led by drum majors Easton and Carly. Let's take a listen.
Following the Kashmir Band is Kashmir's royalty, Queen Lauren Kurt, Princesses Leslie Vahar Garcia and Jocelyn Lucero, who are enjoying their travels throughout the state of Washington. They invite you to Kashmir Founder Day on June 25th. Welcome, royalty.
Yes.
All royalty welcome.
Yes,
including royalty, our own little Queen Melanie, who's been out busy on the parade route today. We have another sweepstakes award winner here.
Yes, it's the Marysville Strawberry Festival. Berries are back, and just in time for Marysville to celebrate its 90th Strawberry Festival. The float carries a large replica of everyone's favorite dessert, strawberry shortcake. And of course, it carries their royalty as well. Please welcome Queen Amelia, Princesses Rachel, Princesses Gabriella, and Princess Zuri. Visit us in Marysville the third weekend in June.
That's a float you can almost taste.
I know. I'm a little hungry for strawberries.
Salivary glands are going right out. Following the Strawberry Festival, we have the Chelan County Regional Justice Center K-9 units. We learned about that last week. The K-9 is in the jail's history on the second of the state of Washington. They're brand new to the jail here locally. Their mission to prevent drugs from entering the jail and to educate how correctional deputies serve the community. Welcome, Chelan County Regional Justice Center K-9 units. And Grant Olson is out and about, and he's parked under a tree. Grant, what do you have?
Nice segue, Eric. Speaking of canines, the parade isn't just for human beings out here. Messiel joins me now, and your dog Archie, he has been so great. A year old and just sitting here so nice. How long have you been coming to the parade?
Well, I've been living here in Wenatchee for 20 years, and I'm here every year. And that's an awesome place to be, and to join you all.
So, Eric, this is a parade fit for man and beast. Back to you guys.
And that dog's only just a little over a year old. That's amazing.
A year old.
Wow. That's
so
fantastic.
great, well behaved, amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And we appreciate bringing a nice trained dog along the parade route. Just a little reminder that dogs are not allowed up at Memorial Park during the Apple Blossom Festival, and that's just to keep everybody safe. We had the Chelan County Volunteer Research and Rescue folks just come by, and it looks like we have a little gap. So as we get this break, we'll take a quick break here on our broadcast on the NCWLIFE channel. And a reminder that our broadcast is brought to you in part by That Pizza Place in Cashmere. Please call for reservations and mention their $12.99 pepperoni pizza special. Back with more right after this.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
Welcome back to live coverage of the 2022 Milk Growers Grand Parade, along with Julie Agens-Kuntz. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE channel, and Grant Olson is getting a chance to visit with some folks who are enjoying some sunshine and a parade. Grant?
Absolutely, and here are two more of them. I've got Matt and Oliver, who may have one of the best smiles I have ever seen. You are so cute, Oliver, that's for sure. And Matt, how fun is it to bring your family to the Apple Blossom Parade?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's a great time to everybody come out.
Do you have a favorite thing that you like to see at the parade?
All the cars.
Yeah. How about Oliver? Does he have a favorite thing? I'm guessing horses, maybe.
Yep. Horses and cars.
Horses and cars. Who doesn't like that if you're a little boy? And Oliver, you do have the best smile I think I've seen all day. Guys, back to you guys.
Okay, thank you much. And some people like the horsepower in the cars.
Yes.
See, you can combine it. See what I did there? See what I did there?
That was good. That was good.
We have some people that think the parade's over just because we have a gap here, but we still have, at least to our sheet, about another 30 entries that are coming down this way. So maybe just adjusting their chairs. But we do have some people that are in the street thinking that it's all over and they're packing up and heading home. But according to my sheet anyway, we still have plenty more entries coming down the parade route. And so while we have a quick moment, as you can see the folks from Dan's perspective up high atop looking down, a lot of people are going, well, that's it. Parade's over. There is no more. Actually, there is quite a bit more.
Yes.
And while we have this little moment, let's get a chance to give a shout out to some of our folks that helped us bring you the broadcast here today, including Together for Youth. They would like to encourage you to dispose of unused and expired prescriptions to protect youth and the environment. Find a kiosk near you by visiting medproject.org. That's medproject.org. Also by Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center. Caught in a conflict, family, housing, business? Call Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center at 509-888-0957 for help. We'll take a break and come back. We, according to our sheet, have more to come, and we'll have more with Grant on the roadside here as well as we give you live coverage of the Milk Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel with more right after this.
Are you caught in a conflict with a family member, in the workplace, or with a neighbor or business? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on topics like conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us at 509-888-0957 or www.wvdrc.org to learn more.
Do you have old or unused prescription medications lying around?
You can now safely and anonymously dispose of them at a safe medication return kiosk near you. Just visit your nearest location. 75% of opioid misuse starts when someone uses medication that wasn't prescribed for them. By removing unwanted prescriptions from your home, you're helping to keep your loved ones safe and healthy.
Welcome back to the Milk Growers Grand Parade here on the NCWLIFE channel. And Julie, we have a dance ensemble coming towards us.
We do. The Royalty Drill and Dance Ensemble was formed in June 2011 by Sharika Trotter, giving youth and their families a positive way to grow and interact with their community through performing, mentoring, and community service. Also, while providing youth with the opportunity to develop physically and mentally as they work as a team, keeping sight of their mission to demonstrate excellence in the areas of performing arts. And it says that members who participate come from different schools, backgrounds, families, and more. Together form the royal family and range in age from 4 to 18 years old.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And thank you. And Julie?
Oh.
You got people waving at you here.
Family.
And we have some very colorful festooned outfits that are coming down the parade route next with some headgear. This is the folk group of Parque Padrinos. Dance changes lives, moves hearts, our children, our future. Let's be on your artistic education in any of its expressions, not only to create great talents, but to have better human beings. Welcome the Parque Padrinos. And I think that you can hear their outfits as well as see them.
It's like, yeah.
It looks like State Representative Mike Steele is coming up next on your screen.
There he is, sworn into office in 2017. Mike Steele represents the 12th district, which includes all of Chelan and Douglas counties and parts of Grant and Okanagan counties. A lifelong resident of Lake Chelan Valley, Mike graduated from Manson High School. Then right behind him, we have Kim Schreier, United States Representative, who serves North Central Washington as our representative in Congress for the 8th District. And prior to being elected to Congress, Dr. Schreier served children and families in the 8th District as a pediatrician.
Welcome, Dr. Schreier.
Yes.
Senator Schreier, I guess we should say. Representative Schreier, there we go. Thank you for being in our Apple Blossom Parade here today. Another band coming our way, Ephrata High School's marching band. The Ephrata High School marching band from, of course, Ephrata, performing the 1960s Motown hit Ain't No Mountain High Enough, written by Nicholas Ashford and Valerie Simpson, arranged by Jay Babcock. Let's listen in to the Ephrata High School marching band. Go Tigers!
Following the Ephrata Tigers, we have the Royal Rosarians. Since 1912, the Royal Rosarians have served as the official greeters and ambassadors of goodwill for Portland, the city of roses. They march today in their traditional white suits and straw hats. The Rosarians are an all-volunteer organization of close to 300 people, giving thousands of hours to their community every year, and they are dedicated to community service while honoring their legacy, rich in tradition and pageantry. I always love to see them because there they go. They're saluting people on the parade route.
It's a great connection between our Appalarians and the Rosarians,
yes,
isn't it?
very much so. In fact, when I was Director General, I got to go down to their festival, and I was knighted. So I'm actually not only Queen, I'm Dame Julie Kuntz.
Dame Julie. Well, you should have told me that. I could have put that in the credits, for goodness sakes.
Oh, I don't know. I get enough credit for stuff I don't need credit for. But thank you, Eric.
They are celebrating the wonder of the rose on their parade float here today. Well, you know, the Rose City, I think they should be in the Pasadena parade too, shouldn't they, for the Rose Bowl?
I think sometimes they actually do send a contingency.
All right. Next up, we've got Laos Trust. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Over 3 generations and 70 years, Laos Trust Committed to providing the highest quality products to their customers. They are leaders in the trust, design, and manufacture technology, providing products of unmatched quality, accuracy, and ease of use. If you have a challenging product, you can get a hold of Lau's Trust. And if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I apologize.
We have another award winner coming up, third place specialty unit, which when it comes into your screens.
As we see the truss going by with Lau's Truss.
And now we have the up street shot from Agens-Kuntz. Our award winner is Cafe Community for the Advancement of Family Education. Cafe, C-A-F-E, this year celebrates expanding its roots deeper, keeping communities connected for nourishment and growth while honoring family traditions. And then there's some Spanish. So I see, don't ask me, I'm sorry.
Si se puede?
Yes, I know. Por favor, espera un momento. Please hold for one moment. I'm so sorry. I apologize to all my Spanish-speaking friends.
Oh, cafe. Oh, I get it. Community Advancement Family Education Cafe. Oh, okay. I get it now. I'm sorry. I was a little slow.
No, thank you
on the
for clarifying that, because I did not.
Yeah,
So thank you.
See,
That's why we make a good team. I need someone cleaning up after me.
Well, no, that's quite all right. Quite all right. I think we might have this out of order a little bit with our next entry here. I don't think this is Miss East Cascades.
No, I think this is part of the earlier.
Yeah.
So which makes me think with that long gap, we had some.
Had a breakdown, possibly.
Yes.
Possibly. And I think this is part of the Parquet Padrinos, isn't it? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Their costumes look very similar.
Parquet Padrinos times 2.
Yes.
Version 2. There you go. Now, Grant, I saw Grant had some folks. Now, he also lost his cameraman for a minute. Oh, I see they're back together again. Grant is out there street side. And, sorry, Grant, we couldn't get to you when we wanted to. We had, stuff going on with a parade. Oh, hang on. Your microphone is not on. Doesn't sound like. So, did it go dead or? Nope, nobody home. So either your end or this end went dead, Grant, so we'll have to get some new batteries for you as we watch the rest of Padrinos coming by us. I think it's because our parade chairman was in the parade. That could be, Julie. That could be why things got out of whack.
Marshal, yes.
It got out of whack a little bit.
He wasn't there to.
So your guess is as good as ours as far as what's happening here, as far as the parade is concerned, because these are not in our order of the itinerary.
No, but I'm going to go back and guess these might still be part of the and part of the Royalty Drill and Dance Ensemble.
Okay.
That was earlier.
There we go. Beautiful dresses.
Yes.
Let's listen in.
Right now you are looking at Miss East Cascades Achievement Award winner, Melissa Hurta. I apologize. So sorry for that. The Miss East Cascades Scholarship Organization is one that helps young women fulfill their dreams to complete a college degree with their scholarships. Melissa's future is to earn an AA degree at Wenatchee Valley College before attending the Police Academy, and her social impact initiative is law enforcement improving public perception.
So welcome to Melissa Huerta, I think is the pronunciation there. That's okay.
So.
Not that I'm all up on that myself, but thank you for being part of our grand parade here today. Let's check in just with Grant and see. Grant, let's just test that microphone, see if it's working here.
Are you hearing me?
There
we are.
Yeah, loud and
All right.
clear. Okay, I just wanted to check in while we're watching the Sumner High School Spartan Marching Band come our way. Proud once again to represent their school and district in the 22 Apple Blossom Festival Grand Parade. 140 students so happy to be back marching, and they're looking forward to performing for you today. And let's listen and watch the Sumner High School Spartan Marching Band here with the 2022 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival's to Milk Growers Grand Parade. The horns. Oh my gosh.
It's got goosebumps. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, Julie. I like the bands.
I like the band. I like that. That's an awesome band.
That was great.
As you can see, coming almost onto your screen, we have another Sponsor's Choice Award. This is Capitol Lake Fair. They're celebrating 65 years of giving back to the community. The theme for 2022 is Unity in Our Community, and riding on the float is Queen Grace, Princess Paradise, Princess Chloe. The 2022 President of Lake Fair is Ken, walking with the float, and First Lady Chris and other Capitolarians. And nothing happens without their fabulous boat driver, Keith. That's true. Float has to have a driver.
Capitolarians. Now that's
yes.
Okay. I hadn't heard that.
Well, yeah. Capitol Lake Fair celebrates the third weekend in July this year and runs this year from July 13th through and concludes with the grand finale fireworks show on Sunday, July 17th.
Next up, we got Pape, supporting our local ag community through equipment supply. Pape Machinery, Ag, and Turf. That's a lot of balloons to blow up right there.
Yeah. But when you need heavy equipment,
my wife would tell you I've got plenty of hot air to help out. So. And we've got some old tractors, gotta love it. 1972 Ford 5000 driven by Marty Ryberg was purchased new by his father when he was 10 years old. Used at the family farm in South Dakota for over 40 years. Neglected for a few years. It was rescued, restored to its original condition. 50 years old this year. Still a youngster by tractor standards and enjoys retirement, giving grandkids rides and going to the mailbox and back at his home in East Wenatchee. Oh, I love the story of the tractor.
1972 is that long ago, but apparently it
Sorry,
is.
Julie.
I know.
They said it. I'm just reading what they wrote.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, next up we have the Northwest Royal Miss Pageant. 2022 Northwest Royal Miss Pageant royalty. These beautiful ladies come from all over the state representing our beautiful Northwest. Northwest Royal Miss promotes poise, grace, confidence, community service, and academics. I'm sorry we don't have names for you ladies, but it looks like they're on the sides of the cars if we can see them and read them.
Nope, it just says Northwest Royal Miss. There you go.
Well, thank you for joining us today,
Does their
ladies.
sash have a name on it? See, that's
Maybe.
what we could see
Yeah.
possibly. I didn't bring my binoculars like I use for sports. That camera view, possibly. Or it just says Northwest Royal Miss.
Probably just Northwest Royal Miss. We are glad you're here today.
I like their sun umbrellas. What is the proper term for that? A bumper, not a bumper shoot,
A
but
parasol.
A parasol. There you go. Parasol shade. Oh, yeah. See, okay. See, that's why you come swinging with the big bat there, Julie. I love it. I love it. Hello, ladies, and thank you for being part of the 2022 Apple Blossom Festival. Grant has got another one before we get a band, Grant. Okay, we're back with Grant. We got a microphone working, we got a camera working, and Grant is working.
I am working, and joining me now is Felipe, and Felipe tells me it's been coming for a long time. What are some of your favorite things about this parade?
Oh, all my favorite thing is the live music, the people when they're coming and see the big smiles. everybody's cheering to their favorite music or events. So it's a pleasure to be here, you know, with all this happening. I love it.
We love it too, and thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Have a great day.
He's really going to love this one, Grant. Mariner High School Marching Band under the direction of Chris Angelos. It is 18th year leading the band, led down the street by drum majors Alondra and Annalise. During an 18-year tenure, Mr. Angelos and the band program has grown into an award winner. Let's listen in to the Mariner High School Marching Band. Following the Mariner High School Band, we've got the Penticton Peach Festival float. They're inviting you to visit Penticton, BC. The Peach City celebrates Peach Festival from August 3rd through the 7th. Lots of free family fun, live entertainment set up in the park beside the beautiful Okanagan Lake. That's with all A's, by the way. Come play with us in the Penticton Peach Festival. Welcome.
Today's music ain't got the same song.
I'll tell you, if you haven't been to the Peach Festival or to Penticton, you're missing out. You really need to go. It's a good time.
Well, coming up next, here's my buddies, my fellow cast members of the Wizard of Oz, Music Theater of Wenatchee, and the American Performing Arts Center. In the front are the three trees, Allison, Katie, and Maddie. Music Theater of Wenatchee has partnered with the American Performing Arts Center along with sponsors North Cascades Bank, Clifton Larson. Hi, I love you. They're so great. Anyway, come see Wizard of Oz. Shows are starting to sell out, so get your tickets now. It's magic. It's truly magic.
Next up is Legion Concrete, sharing traditions and heritage, celebrating a 100-year tradition of full art and indigenous ancestral culture in these wonderful, mysterious beings dressed in hand-embroidered scarves by Mexican artisans. How about that? Beautiful.
Beautiful costumes. Someone spent a lot of time making those. And is that Fred Meyer, Fred Bear?
It is Fred Bear.
Fred Bear representing Fred Meyer. Opened his first store in 1922, and this year Fred Meyer is celebrating their 100th year anniversary. A full, fresh, and friendly service.
Hello, Fred.
Oh.
Fred Bear was in the parade last night, and here comes another band.
Yay!
Yay! Sultan High School Marching Band. Proud to be marching again and very happy to be here today. Let's welcome the Sultan High School Turk Marching Band to the 2022 Stubelt Growers Grand Parade. Orville's coming up fast. You better get it, Julie.
They are. Orville May Festival. Once upon a time. Queen Darby and Princesses Milady, Addison, Kaylee, and Kylie are inviting you to join in on their annual May Day parade next Saturday, May 14th, for an enchanting day of events. Oh, they're back on. Okay. Live. Live your own enchanting once upon a time fairy tale and join in on the celebrations. Next after her is Distinguished Young Woman of Wenatchee is Lexine Forsyth. She will be going to the state in August to compete for Distinguished Young Woman of Washington.
Suddenly our parade became a sprint here. WorkSource statewide partnership of state, local, and nonprofit agencies that provides an array of employment and training services to job seekers and employers in Washington. Located in East Wenatchee, staff are ready and available in person and virtual services. Visit them today about job at WorkSource.
They are a great resource. Truly they are. So
I don't know what turned loose there. They got a little hip and they're giddy up, and they got out and went, and now a little gap between they and our next band. So that gives me a moment here to remind you that our broadcast on the NCW Life channel is brought to you in part by Walkabout Grill, where eating out is eating healthy. Open 7 days a week in Leavenworth, Wenatchee. Stop in at the 108 Lounge. And Grant Olson is side the road here with another visitor. Grant.
That's right. I'm with Desiree right now. And Desiree, what do you think of the parade so far?
Well, unfortunately, Grant
is a school bus driver in the Wenatchee School District. And what do you think about being back after 2 years? This is a great crowd today.
It's been an amazing year, and we're back.
And we're back, Eric. And we're back with another band, Julie.
It's the Othello High School Husky Marching Band. They're excited to be on the parade route this year under the direction of student drum majors Macy and Rachel, and they are playing the Othello High School Fight Song and Land of 1,000 Dances, and we like to party, and we are just so happy you're here today, Othello. Thank you.
I see Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan is in our parade. Oh, wait. No, it's just a cutout.
Just a cutout.
Alpha Media, Wenatchee houses some of the best radio and personalities in the Valley. Listen to Country 104.7 KKRV. Catch Homegrown with Brent and Nikki to start your day. Middays with Brad, featuring Woman Crush Wednesdays, that is. And spend your afternoons in the drive with Brandon till 7. Jose Luis, a 20-year veteran of the morning show on La Nueva, 103.3 and 92.1. Jack FM. Also, it's all part of Alpha Media USA here in Wenatchee.
And also next we have Central Washington Concrete, Wenatchee Sand and Gravel. And you know what the entry says? We got your mud. So give them a call. We love them. We love the
yes,
trucks.
Yes, we do. And we love that they take the time and energy and effort and money to decorate the side of their mixing, their cement mixers.
Yes.
You see them around town and you go, okay, what do they have on it this time? And they had Cascade Kodiaks, I think I saw on the side of this one today. And as we're getting towards the end of our parade here, in fact, I think this is our final entry into our parade. It is Awaken Wenatchee Church. Here comes the Love the Valley team to clean up trash along the parade route. They're here to encourage everyone to love the Valley by supporting people, places, and projects that make our community better.
And in his golf cart, guess who is making his route down the parade? Our Lehman Johnson winner, Craig Field. Thanks, Craig.
Craig,
I knew he couldn't stand to not be in his golf cart.
He had to get back up there. Yeah, maybe that's why the parade took off like that, because he wanted to get back up to the top of it. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back and wrap up our broadcast here on the NCW Life channel of the 2022 Cement Growers Grand Parade, coming up next here on the NCW Life channel.
Bob's Burgers and Brew in Wenatchee. Only the best. Bob's Burgers and Brew in Wenatchee. Only the best.
Spring is more than just a time to clean. It's your time to renew, recharge, and spend time with the people you love. At Merry Maids, our cleaning services go beyond the basic services and provide you with a comprehensive clean that will re-energize your home and enhance your life. From everyday routine cleaning or deep cleanings, Merry Maids professional team members can provide you with an unrivaled experience. Call Merry Maids to schedule your cleaning today.
The Wenatchee Valley,
Here, most of us really enjoy the great outdoors, and most of us try to make the most of our natural resources. Here at Apple Valley Honda, we know that for generations, we have harnessed nature to sustainably power the West, and we are proud to be part of that tradition as an environmentally green dealership award winner. Being a green dealership means Apple Valley Honda has reduced our overall environmental impact. We are so proud to live in this wonderful community.
As AmeriCorps members and volunteers, we do more than talk about our core values. We take action and commit to making our community stronger.
At AmeriCorps, my commitment to equity gives every student a strong start.
Our compassion brings food and friendship to neighbors in need.
My determination protects parks in my community.
Now more than ever, your community needs you. What's at your core? Learn more at AmeriCorps.gov.
Welcome back one more time around here to our broadcast location at the corner of Orondo and Mission in downtown Wenatchee. The Stamilk Growers Grand Parade is in the books. Final weekend of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. And I should give you a chance to mention, too, the musical.
Yes.
If you don't have your tickets, you might be out of a chance to get tickets.
I know our Mother's Day performance tomorrow only has like 12 single seats left, so it's basically sold out.
Wizard of Oz, by the way.
Wizard of Oz, yes. It's Music Theater of Wenatchee's spring production in cohort with the America Performing Arts Center. It is magic. It is big. It is fire. It is flying and NTM and various ensemble members. So don't wait to get your tickets. People always wait, then they can't get tickets because word of mouth. And our Toto is stealing the show. In fact, our Toto has stolen a couple of my scenes because I've had to kind of wait because the crowd has been so enamored of her. I'm like, you're breaking up you're stealing my scene, babe. But she's adorable and we love her.
Well, and I've heard nothing but great things, too. So, yes, the Apple Blossom musical, part of our tradition, that is back. And we're happy to have it back here in downtown Wenatchee and throughout north central Washington with the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Our broadcast today, and there's been some folks that have been working really hard all day today and all week this week, and we want to thank everybody who's been part of this. First of all, we need to thank the folks that provide us our location, Chris Martin and Roy Turner of Wenatchee Downtown Investments for the location here. It's the old bank drive-through here, and we were talking about this earlier, and this place is for lease. If you want to look into maybe having a spot right downtown with this drive-through thing, I was thinking it'd be perfect for a taco drive-through.
Oh, that's
we don't have a real taco drive-through in town. So anyway, get a hold of Rory and Chris with Wenatchee Downtown Investments. Also, thanks to Johnny Griggs and Griggs Orchard for giving us, you can't see it, but it's here. We're sitting on top of a flatbed on top of one of their apple bin hauling rigs, and we appreciate John and the gang at Griggs Orchards for letting us use their flatbed and their also bins that we've been putting a couple of cameras on top of for that as well. And, of course, our broadcast crew. A lot of folks involved here. Of course, our queen, Julie Agens-Kuntz, for joining us. Grant Olson, who's been running around on the street here today. Back in the studio, Malcolm Whitehall and Connor Hawk. Thank you. Josiah Davison, as well as Tucker Wagner, broadcast engineers here on site. And Josiah was running around with a camera today, too. Other camera operators include Dan Kuntz, still high above. In fact, that's the view you're looking at right now. Rachel Mandelis, Josiah Davison, Josiah Jones, Matthew Ortiz, all part of our broadcast crew here today. And, of course, broadcast support, my wife, my much better half, Marion Grandstrom. That's going to conclude our broadcast here today. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors, and have a great rest of the Apple Blossom Festival, and we'll see you again next year.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the Stamilk Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel, the official TV station of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Today's coverage has been brought to you by AmeriCorps of Chelan Douglas Community Action Council, Apple Valley Honda, August Edge, Bob's Burgers and Brew, CASA of Chelan and Douglas Counties, the Chelan PUD's Discovery Center, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, JDSA Law, Mary Maids, Mini Blinds and more, That Pizza Place, Together for Youth, the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, and the Walkabout Grill. We now return you to our normal programming already in progress.